Okay. I think we have still more, but we can start our class today. So it's about our class cybersecurity. So I'm your instructor. So you can call me Yoga. And here's like about my information, about my background. So my office is located in 335. So if you have any question, you're welcome. Stop by. My office hour will be after this class and then before 4. Okay. And of course, you're welcome to like make any appointment. Like we can maybe Monday, Friday, Wednesday, no class. Just send me an email and then make an appointment. So even if you have any question, we can set up a Zoom meeting. So feel free to ask. Yeah. And I will attach here's my email so you can say it. And it will be better because sometimes I maybe after appointment, just I make sure, okay, so when if you just walk in or stop by, then maybe I have another appointment or I have another meetings. Okay, just in case. And slightly background about me, because I know some of my students, some of them are taking my class before, but if you're new to me, then I just started teaching in Willis campus from last semester. Okay, so I'm still pretty new to here and try to know in this environment and pretty much. So I start to teach this class just like from last semester too. I use in the main campus, so helping for the graduate teaching graduate student. Okay, and more like about my background, I came from Hong Kong. Okay, and I think I studied pretty long time ago. Start from my high school, I learned information technology. So I did learn really outdated. We call the C. So maybe you learn the C purpose. So you know C is just like without the object or web. Okay, and then I pretty enjoy doing it like writing program, debugging. I'm not sure if you like love programming. So I pretty enjoy doing that. So and I start my bachelor, my undergraduate in Hong Kong. So keep doing that. But in the meanwhile, I did some entrepreneurship. So I like start my own company and then I write some like programs and then work on some like iOS apps. Yeah, the pitching, presentation, my application like this. So in the meanwhile, I'm not only like going to school, but also like running business, like writing program, really working on it. And also, of course, lots of like freelance work. Okay, freelance jobs. So at that time, I just helping my customer to like build a website most of the time, and then some other application really. So within that time, I did lots of things, and it gave me lots of experience. Like depends on the job. Sometimes I need to use Python, maybe sometimes using the Node.js, or sometimes just like Java. Really depends on the work. So there's a good chance for myself, like really pick up some new language and programming. That's why I love like programming. Later I will ask you about your background and say how did you how about you? And keep on doing for pretty maybe yeah. So because I as an undergraduate I did with that, and then after 1 year later I came here for my master. And after I graduated from master, I working in different company as a software engineer, like web developer. Okay, so and then after that, I just went back to commerce. Okay, before it called commerce, when I was East AAM. Okay, so you know school, you changed the name. Yeah, and because even I graduated from the school, but because I still have a good connection like with the department. So once I know they'll be good, then they ask me, hey, do you want to come back and help in teaching? So actually, after I went back, I started working like helping for teaching graduate student, but not the undergraduate program. Yeah, and then I think something because there's a professor retired, so suddenly just so that actually I start. I think just like after all the paperwork complete, I get everything just a week before the semester begin. Okay, so just really like a week before, I just like working on the syllabus, preparing all the teaching lecture. So for those students taking my last semester, I'm sorry about that. I want to do lots of things, but actually lots of things like with limitation and like keep changing. I want to improve. So to me, like you say, from my background, I'm not really traditional, or like the way like as a professor or like instructor way, like teaching combat, sitting right here, listening, like listen to me. Okay. So I prefer like more interaction, flexibility. Okay, as a software engineer. Okay. Just like I want to don't waste the time. Okay, effective. Okay. So you're welcome to let me know. Okay, which way do you prefer? Do you enjoy doing this way? Which more? Just back to the course first about, and I will talk about more about class. So you know about will be on Tuesday and Thursday, and then at 12 until like 1:15. So in this location, because from my students, from last semester, because some students they were taking like Zoom. So I will host it like in the class, and then also I do Zoom. So right now, actually, I'm like sharing on the Zoom, and because I will save all the videos, so it can help you. So in case you are not, I'm not taking any attendance, okay, and more and more things about just jump about the textbook. So we do have a textbook, but I'm not forcing you to buy it. Okay, you're not required to do it, even though you look at the syllabus, you have to. If you're not buy it, okay. But if you say I really need the textbook, I love to look at the textbook. Yes, you're welcome to do it. Okay, but you're not forced to do that. Well, all the information will be changed, and also I try to add more latest stuff. In last time semester doing in this one is like one day I do it as a lab. So I will try to introduce, or like I choose something I think is more important, like maybe better, so you learn. So I will like put it in the lab so you can like pick up better. And then this a day I just like go through the lecture. But because I squish it because I from previous, because the lecture supposed would be like 3 hours like a week. Because I choose some time I use one day for the lab. So that's why it's really rushed for the lecture part. Okay. So sometimes I just like go through it, and because I have 5 classes with also I have 4 classes within one day. So it's really too much to me. So I'm really exhausted. So I wish I can do it, or like if welcome to give me feedback or let me know like which way do you prefer. So I will do it like online, and also I'm not taking any attendance. Okay. So you're welcome, because that's what I believe, like you don't have to, if you know, or like when you go through all the slides, okay, I got it. Then it's meaningless just sitting here and then spend 1 hour, 15 minutes listening to what I say. Okay. Because I'm not required you to memorize. For the school syllabus, exam, quiz, assignment, of course, you need to remember something, but it's not hard, and it's not that difficult. Even for the assignment, when I go through everything, if you take my other classes. So if something you are going to do in assignment, I will like do it in the lab first, or let's show you. So at least, well, maybe not all of you know programming. So I'll ask your background. So maybe I will give you some sample code, but you just need to execute it. Okay. So at least the minimum is like download the some we call it Node.js or Python. You know, at least you know how to execute the program. Okay, and then just tell me, okay, what is this program is doing? It's okay, it's enough. Okay, if you were, I really don't, if you say I'm really good at programming, I can even change your source code. Yes, you're feel free to do it, but what you need to do is just observation, and as I know why it works. Let's say if I teach you about some different type of cyber attack. Okay, we call that XSS or DOS. Okay, so I will give you the source code, so you just need to execute it. Okay. So it's just tell me how this program, why it works. So what's the probability? What's the risk? Why it causes a problem? Then how can we prevent it? So in this course, it's more like it's called introduction, like maybe as your first course, right? Like for cybersecurity. So then just like more like ethically use it correctly, have some like basic understanding of all these things. It's okay. Okay. If you're really worried about, I really don't know programming, you feel free to ask me. Okay. Set the time. But you're not really required to say write any programs. And about the assessment, so I jump a little bit. we do have assignments. So sometimes I give you some like in-class exercise or something like pop up. Don't worry about that. If maybe not most of the time we give like around 2 weeks to complete one assignment. So if you do have difficulty or like maybe different reason, so before the deadline, just send me an email, shoot me an email, and let me know. Okay, I need extra few days. Could you extend the deadline? Let me know. So I will explain for you. Okay, so don't worry about that. But only one thing, just let me know earlier. So yeah. Then if you didn't let me know and then you submit late, then of course I will do that a little bit for the late submission. But if you let me know earlier, it's okay. Totally flexible. Okay. Yeah. But try not to do it in the last moment. It did happen because I have 5 courses last semester, and some of it just asked me in the last moment, the last week of the final week, to submit all of that. So I have to grade. Okay. Well, I don't like to fail student, and also the grade is just a number. So just showing your effort, like you study, you look at it. So if you did something, that is enough. Like I don't like to fail students. Like if you did submit all your work, I follow everything, I say the grade won't be bad. Okay, so it's one thing. And maybe I'll give you some small quiz, but finally we have exam. Okay. We can ask for other classes, some student they already know my style, my format, so it's okay. So, but I can ask you if you want to do it like maybe everything online, then maybe the quiz online, final online, then I can do it online. Okay, so you can tell me. No really strict rules. Yeah, I'm really flexible. If you want to come, you can come. If you don't want to come, it's okay, stay home. And all the videos I record, I will upload it to D2L. So the Zoom, like let's say if I lecture, and then also I will share the channel, so it will be on the YouTube. So both of them. So if you really want to, let's say revision, or like maybe if you miss the lab and then you want to see, okay, maybe it goes too fast. Because I know when in the lab, I show when you install some program, execute, maybe it goes too fast, then you want to like check it again, then you can do it. Okay. And sometimes I say like some basic stuff, just need to know some key concept about cybersecurity, and then maybe some like threats, and then some more is more likely like ethical. Maybe I mentioned it, but not really covered. So you will have because like compared with most of people, because you're learning programming, okay, and also telling you all those knowledge. So suppose you are better. Also, it's more important is increase your awareness, okay, to those different type of attack. So nowadays, okay, maybe some interaction time. Nowadays, you will think what do you think is related to cybersecurity? Though from your daily life or something you experience?
Like Apple's protections, they don't let anyone else, like they're very protective of all the data that they have.
Okay, so the data protection, okay. Or something you feel like is more likely attack. An attack. Or they will feel like they will steal your information, personal data.
Always getting alerts. So providers saying my information stuff on there.
Okay, so more likely. So have you something, okay, have you maybe message or email, or most common is, okay, there's a from FedEx, UPS. So you have a package, so please click this link, right? Okay, or like you got a prize, please like click this link to claim your award like this. Okay, sometimes we call it phishing. Okay, so of course I will try to cover this part, and you need to know when it's still working, like even 10 years ago, 20 years ago, like when really we have a called internet comes up, all these things, but they changed the type. Maybe in the beginning, maybe website. So if you ever try to like go to a certain website, they will come out some like advertisement, little banner comes out. Okay, you got something. Okay, they just change the style, but they always like in behind the theory is the same. Okay, and also maybe nowadays people using cell phone more, so we stay on maybe the app, and it really happened because I talk about UPS. So maybe sometimes they pretend they're Amazon. So you got a package, we lost your package. So we try to get a refund but you need to click on this link. Okay. So most of people, or sometimes email too. So how can you be aware those there are they scam or are they those phishing? How can you check or make sure? If you do receive those message or email, so where can you find the clue they are really from those company or they just phishing email? How do you?
It's an email, they always have a weird email, like the email address would be not like Amazon.com.
Okay. And something they would try to present even better to know, maybe let's say they put refund and then dash Amazon.com. So when you look at the patterns, okay, maybe sometimes there's really weird, like maybe A, B, C, D, E, or something like that. So okay, of course, those they're scam. Or like when you look at the link, so the URL, they are not really from the domain of, let's say, Amazon. Though they are suppose you're thinking, okay, if those they are official web message from Amazon, they should be ending with the domain, let's say Amazon.com or something, and they will claim refund or something checking like this. But if you see like tracking and then some other characters and letters or other words, then okay, they may be potentially some phishing email. Okay, so that's what we need to know, or increase the awareness. Okay, to avoid, because you have compared with most of people, you have more knowledge and be more sensitive to those information. Okay. For this class, you're taking this one more like introduction. So you are not really saying, okay, after 3 months, after this semester, you know how to make the create a scam email. No, of course not. Okay, of course you can be really good at this. Yes, you can do that. We can discuss about this one, but not in the class. Okay. Because in last semester, because when I really try to teach, I want to include lots of things like maybe practical, but unluckily, we try to set up the server. Maybe we are try to work with other school like department, so they let us to hack into their system. Okay, of course, but it's really hard. Also for the school policy, sometimes like sensitive data. Also, we do have lots of limitation. Okay. I'll try my best from the side. I will change a little bit. They want to let you have more like practical, like try to not only look at the definition, go through all the keywords, because you can do it. Like you can use the AI right now, lots of chatbots like to give you the definition, or like Google it. So everywhere you can get all the information, but how can you looking for some resources like practice or try to do those things? But even you want to get those resources, it's really hard because they thinking, even you say, okay, I'll use it for education, but they never know. So if they're thinking use those to like attack, steal some information, personal information, we need to be careful. So that's why when you that's what I face the problem like in last semester. Like I want to let you to try lots of things, but it's really hard. And because I know lots of you have different systems, maybe try some programs. So I just give you some program you can execute on different platform. Maybe let's say Python, Node.js, some files, just like to simulate how it works. And maybe you learn the concept was SQL injection. Have you heard about SQL injection? SQL injection. Okay, so you know what SQL injection?
You do it on Amazon or something like that. You put in the SQL commands and you can access like information that you should have.
But have you tried like?
Have I tried it? No.
No. Okay. Then why?
I don't think
We learn even in our class in our lecture we talk about SQL injection, but why is it not working anymore? So why we're still teaching it? Yeah, of course. We know this we call the probability. That means that we have a list. We have we are able to attack. So all those engineer or you try to prevent. Okay. So I will tell you the theory or like for the simulation. Okay. If you try to inject like SQL statement, we call the query. Okay. Then when you put it into the text field or the input, then I will try to look at, okay, maybe I will remove those special character, replace it. Then that means I will just treat it as just a plain text. Okay. So instead of SQL instruction. Okay, let's say I want to crash the database system. So I just inject call a job. Okay, action. So if I change the job just a text, then I put it into the text field as a comment. Or like if you want to job table, maybe you have the login name and password, right? Okay, if you want to do an injection, so you put the name and then with the semicolon and then job table like this. Okay, but once we handle how we facing the text to a plain text. So we just say your username will become like, let's say ABC semicolon and then with the job, okay, like this. Then we can avoid the SQL injection. Okay, so that's why because they are really old techniques. Of course, maybe nowadays we have so many, in different countries. I think if you know, like we have the really professional team, like even working for the government, like attacking other country. Have you ever watched the news or hear some news about this like story? Okay, most of it will be watch here, watch here. They're really popular. If you're looking lots of open source software, will be really they're published from the Russian developer. They're really good at this profession. Yeah, maybe if you know China. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So they do have to like they always try to attacking. So every day. So defense. If you're imagining after this course, you know how to do it. It's just a beginning, just introduction. Every day, maybe if you keep taking, if I'm given teaching other courses, I will let you to know more. And how can I like set a firewall and then misleading you? You know, actually they do. I think it was a few months ago. There's I think just a high school boy. He tried to. I think he tried to hack into which company? I forgot the name. This is in China. So for the company itself, they set up the firewall. We call it fake firewall conceptual. So they will misleading you. Let's say we have the server in this IP address, right? So when I try to access this one, the server will tell me, okay, it's another one. Okay. So I think that high school student, he able to go to the third layer of the prevention of the firewall. So it's really good. And then later the company hire him, give him the offer of the, yeah. So if you are able to do that, yes, yeah, suppose I shouldn't do it. Okay. Do it legally, okay, ethically, but for study purpose, yes. You know, we will talk about because for some hacker, we have different type of hacker. Have you heard about gray head? Okay, those like so different types. Some company they share a lot, maybe something let's say Microsoft, Intel, we have lots like backdoor, right? So if you're able to figure out those backdoor and then find, sometimes you recommend even how to fix it, they will I forgot how much they are paying you. So if you're able to figure out their backdoor, then they will pay you. Okay, and if you showing really like distinction, I remember most of them they get an offer like after you graduate. I think the news really long time ago, they are just like high school student. So the I think it should be Microsoft Windows system. They found a like better of the Windows system. So after he graduated and he got an offer from Microsoft. Yeah. So lots of story like this. So and it's not easy because like nowadays we have different type of system. Even right now people like shifting to cell phone, right, mobile phone, and we have the iOS, Android. iOS is more like a closed system. It's really hard. So if we always say Mac, it's really hard. But for Windows, maybe for Android, because it's open source, then it's really easy. We cannot do it a lot, but I will recommend you. Yeah, if you're interested, welcome to discuss with me. Yeah, I tried. Have you ever anybody using Android phone? Android 1, 2, okay. Have you ever think about can you change the OS system? Have you? We install, not this one, but that one. Yeah, of course, our laptop too, we different so for Android system, you cannot really okay. If for desktop, you can just like maybe making a USB thumb drive, right? And then just plug in Windows. If you want to like Linux system, you control. How you?
I just go between Mac and Windows.
Okay, you're switching. Okay, so are you using?
It's just a side boot thing.
Okay, the boot camp. Okay, yeah. So if how about for the yourself? You know, guess how can we change the operating system? What do you think about it?
Isn't it just hard built into the chip and into the chipset of the phones?
This back to slightly hardware part. Okay, so chips or where do you think where will they store even on your laptop? Where is the but this one we will cover a little bit like about cybersecurity because when they modify where the OS store it.
And it's mainly in the internal memory six. In the
Internal memory, that means it's the storage. So if on your laptop, desktop, it will be your SSD. So if you try to rebuild your Windows or Mac, so you need to let someone you have to erase your hard drive, right? So and after you erase it, then we can install the new like really brand new operating system. So same idea. So if you maybe not if you try to really open your iPhone, but when it's really hard, I did to replace some hardware. Why not all the parts they will save all the serial number. So once you change even the tiny parts of it, so Apple knows. So they cannot validate. Okay, something off topic. But you see, for the cybersecurity, when people hacking, so they were looking for the system, maybe when we try to modify the data, so we know, okay, they will access to your maybe the hard drive. So it should be 1 year ago for Windows because people they figure the attacker realized there's a backdoor, so they will encrypt all their assets your hard drive. And then if you want to unlock it, so you have to like pay then the Bitcoin. So you heard about that. Okay. So no, how can you do that? Okay. Or how do they? So they need to find your storage right location and then encrypt it. Okay. Because in our class we teach you what's different type of encryption method, like what's the key, like as symmetric, asymmetric, those like. Okay. So maybe you hate it just like math. Okay. We are not really doing it, but like we have different type of encryption method. So once they encrypt it, you don't know the key. That means you're not unable to unlock it. Even you can put it. Okay. Even they will rewrite your we call the BIOS loading screen, so you will see, or they will have a pop-up once you open your Windows. They say, okay, if you want to unlock it, so send a Bitcoin to this like wallet address, right? So you will see. Then you will realize for all this will be you just need to know like you know something why it works and how they do that, but in really practically how to do that we are not learning this class. Okay, but more like, so that's why we call it more like the introduction. Okay, there's some sharing of this. I'm thinking most of the I will do is like Tuesday, let's say today I will, for next week, I will give you some, we call it lab time. So I will just one day helping like set up, if you have question, I can help you to fix it, like doing something. And then on Thursday will be the lecture time. So I'll go through all the slides. Yeah, like this. You can let me know. So if you like this style and or anyway, so feel free to tell me. Yeah. And about my future schedule, because I have 2 weeks, not consecutively, but I have 2 weeks, I cannot commute to here. So if we are doing online, so if I will like make a video soon, then you can watch it. So hopefully it won't affect. Yeah. And you have any question about, for today, I'm not ready to go into lectures. Yeah, so we'll be on Thursday. So pretty easy, but why not just here? So I would like to know more about your background or like programming, what you learn. Anybody? Yeah. Or like what kind of programming language do you learn? Or like what do you?
I mainly I know Python,
Mhm.
and then we learned assembly last, so at least I did. Introduction to it, and then a little bit of Java,
A little bit Java, okay. So
and that's it.
I would say how much percentage you say like for programming? Like if I ask you right now, can you write a really simple program? Or like if I ask you to print out something using, let's say, Python, okay. Can you?
Probably. I mean, probably
Okay.
take me like I haven't coded in Python in a while, but like I could probably just take a couple of minutes to do everything.
Okay, so yeah, it would better like maybe, so most of you know how to execute, let's say using Python. Okay, good. So yeah, because maybe I will use some sample code, maybe using in Python. Yeah, because sometimes I will use like different type. Okay, let's say I give one is using maybe I'm using Node.js and I ask you, okay, can you change it to Python? Okay, so she will like this. Okay, and you need to know because we have different programming language. That means like to achieve the same goal. Okay, let's say I want to doing certain attack. I can use different language. Right? Okay, so just simulation. So okay, if I give you Node.js, then you can just rewrite it to Python. Okay, so not that difficult. So try to make it easy, and I don't want to make it like too challenging. And say, okay, I'm so frustrated with the programming like this. Yeah, for before this class. Mainly because when I change it a little bit, I say, as well, I say, I try to, I think the lab is like more like practice, practical. Yeah. I think we want to like let you to experience more like with, so I'll pick up something really key or like core concept. So like for practice, like for some my math, like what's the encryption symmetric, like those things. And for other minor stuff, maybe like in the lecture, I just like go through it quickly. So if you're interested, I would recommend you can like look at it or search it. Yeah. Or there's one exercise I gave, like you can choose one of the attack and just look at it or like discuss about it. Okay, how it works. So something like this. So it's more like that you have more understanding. Because that's why I say today I'm not go through the lecture. So kind of, let me see. Yeah. So you feel free to leave or any questions, like we can talk about the class style or recommend. How do you prefer? Let me know. How do you think?
How many tests?
Okay. Why not for the test maybe for the quiz sometimes I will just give you some even just in class really simple question, but for quiz why now probably would be 2 and then just give you one final exam and that's it. Probably change, but I will let you know earlier. Okay, and I will do it mainly it's online if you say you're okay with it. Yeah, because some people say, okay, let's, because in last semester, some student taking it, some student will take it online. So I need to like do it over in this way. So if, are you all okay with it?
Yeah.
Online. Okay, online.
If it was online, did you say it's gonna be like live on Zoom, or was it gonna be like a YouTube video?
He usually had a Zoom going while he was lecturing class.
That's what I did in last semester. Yeah, so like I came here teaching, so I'm doing Zoom, and some of it like I know some of them ask the question like immediately, so more interactive, so you don't have to come here. Okay, yeah, and also like after the class, most of the time I would just do it in the weekend, so I will upload the Zoom and also upload it to the YouTube, so you can watch it. Yeah, okay, so. That's why I say if for the lecture, if you think, I don't want to come, of course, it's really flexible. I don't know, because some students say, okay, I prefer like just sitting right here. And then if no, because some they do asking me because they like the style because they can just like watch the video, like especially for the lecture. So they can watch it anytime. So they say, I don't have to just like sitting right here for 1 hour, 50 minutes. Maybe you can do fast forward. Yeah, but of course, like sometimes, yeah, like this. I don't know if you prefer like, of course, like you already get used to it. Some of you like doing this way, or you say, okay, I can like even do it like completely online. It's okay for lecture. Maybe let's say on Thursday, then you don't have to come, and you can. I will just upload a video, just like go through all the lecture. Still okay. So anyway, do you prefer, or like in your idea, which way do you prefer? I'm open to it because no matter how I will come back here. So
Well, personally for me, I have classes right before this, so I might as well just come. I feel like.
yeah, you can just do right here.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
yeah, but the style will be different because I'm not sure like how many you like, because only few did you watch it, or like yeah, I can tell the difference because if I really focus on video, so I will like go through the slides of everything on the screen. But when I doing Zoom like this way, because I will focus on interact with the student in the class. So to me, maybe I guess like you are feeling like more isolated or like not part of it. So I'm not really teaching. Because I'm sorry about that because there are some like, especially for some programming part, because when I do a demonstration, I'll go to help the student. So you're being living like just stay over there. Okay. So good or bad? Okay, I don't know. You can try or like let me know, or if you want to switch, you can just let me know. Okay, give me feedback. So always welcome feedback, flexible. So I'm not a really traditional professor like teaching. Oh, you have to sitting right here and then listen for 1 hour. Yeah.
I was from last semester because I had some of their classes. The Zooms were mostly fine, even with you walking away.
Mhm.
Most of the time, as long as you're presenting somewhere near the microphone, it'll pick up. So
Okay, so it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of my classes on Zoom, and as long as we could hear your voice, you
Okay.
didn't have to really be on screen as much, as long as like whatever was on the slide was like relevant for you.
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, then I will do it in this format. So maybe after 1 week, 2 weeks, if you feeling okay, not that good or something, then I can focus more on the video. Yep.
Do I put this as syllabus?
Um,
I know you have this acts as syllabus, but.
I think the syllabus is like the one, the
Yeah.
syllabus already posted, and this one I think I already make it available on D2L. Let me-
It's already on there, I'm saying,
Mhm.
if this acts as a syllabus, that's cool, I just wanna know if there's like a separate one you're gonna post later on. More so I can have like a calendar of when everything's gonna be due.
I can try to do it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you can post one, that'd be good.
Okay, okay, I will try to do it.
Or just like weeks of like general, when you think you might like have assignments or projects or tests, you know, just like the week. You
Like,
might-
yeah, and like this week we'll have, like, these things due, that kind of thing.
Yeah, to those, I can give you, yeah, earlier, or I can make the list and post earlier so you know, the schedule, yeah. And, but, I won't like tell you to like due date, we say next week or something like that, no. So normally I will let you know earlier, even let's say, for the project, but I will tell you, okay, what should you do? And then even the project, you just need to submit maybe in the last week, like last week, but I will keep like telling you, okay, what do you need to do for the project or something you can go to cover. So, I will give you the schedule, like, when I will give you the assignment and also the quiz comes up, but you know, kind of like follow, we are not really want to give you the midterm, but maybe that one's more likely a quiz. So it's near the reading day over there, also before the final. So, and then sometimes it's more likely, I say not really as a quiz or assignment because I give it as a in class. So I say, okay, I recommend, because I want to give you some like call it as a bonus, like extra work. So I will give you it maybe in discussion or like make it as a quiz. So you can have a week to answer it. So nothing is rushed, but I will put it as a schedule. So upload. Okay, so you may check it. Yeah. It's okay.
Do we have any current assignments for this week?
No. As the maybe the first 2 week won't be, maybe, yeah. So because it's most likely will be some talking some vocabularies, some background things. Yeah. Yeah. So don't worry about the first 2 weeks. Yeah. Any other question?
Is your web programming and interface design class in person?
It's online, completely online. Yeah.
Are there any assumptions that one,
Pardon?
are there any assumptions that one too, or?
No, I am. So don't worry about this one. Yeah. Yeah. And
What about that?
I mean, talking about welcoming.
Yeah, I think that was.
Okay, yeah. Nothing about the cybersecurity.
No.
Okay, then we'll talk about the web programming. Yeah, for the web programming, this is completely online. So I will, for every week, I will upload all the slides, and then I will try to give you some videos as an example. The last semester, because like it's a face-to-face, so I can like giving you more guidelines, like helping you to set up the environment. Because you will build a website, and then you need to pick up language. It's called the Node.js, JavaScript. So you need to learn a new language, and then you need to learn how to using the React.js. So have you heard about React.js? Okay, yeah. So start project. You cannot expect really say build a really pretty fancy website, but at least like I will tell you how to like what's the basic necessary things or some knowledge about it. And also it's really much about the API server, how to build an API server and then connect with the database. Database, for example, in the lecture, I will teach you using the MongoDB, yeah, with the API server. So far after the I would say it will pretty much before the midterm. That means the reading week, the first reading week, because I want to cover most of the thing you will use for your project. And then you will like think about the project will be good base. So maybe you can look in, I will say if you go to communication, so I say for the groups, so you can like form the groups, like from talking with some student, maybe I want like 4 to 5 students. And you can like choose, maybe some of you are good at working on the front end. That means like build a website. Maybe some of you can work on the back end, like how to build the API server, connect with the database, or like the MongoDB, like this, yeah, connection. And that's what I did in the last semester. So before the midterm, then I will cover all the necessary things. Like, so you will see I covered the React.js maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then BJS, the API server, maybe 2 weeks, and then database for 1 or 2 weeks, and then really watch. So I will let you know, okay, roughly, and then after the midterm, that is to cover everything. I will go back to every part, like details, so you can work in more, and I will give you more time to work on your project. Yeah.
Is the API server and Express?
I'm using another one is for Happy.js. You are welcome to use Express. Yeah, because Express is more like popular in this industry. The reason why I choose another one is also useful and easy to know like how the structure it looks like. And I always say welcome because you need to look at the documents. And these are only class I feel like I can like give you more like programming stuff. So I always like give some really rough idea, like really. So you need to check all those like online documents. Because I know because all those things they will you know the committee, right? They have committees and they release new updates, and then something new features comes out. So if you want to use the latest one, then you always need to go back to their official website or go to committees and looking like how people use it and looking for example. So so I try my best like to let you experience, okay, how can I looking for resources? Okay, and then debugging. If something new really comes out, maybe not so many people using it, right? Then you need to try to fix the bugs by yourself. Or sometimes you know the API Okay, maybe if a new version comes out and then some of them they already depreciated, then how can you replace it? Something like this. Most of the time we are like spend our time fixing those problems. Because I know it because it's web, maybe we will less interaction. So if you really need, try to send me an email or I can try to host some like Zoom or something. Yeah, try to do it. But because I know my schedule is pretty tight, so I will try my best to doing this one. Yeah. Okay. So far it's okay about the web program.
Yep.
Okay.